Alright guys, I've been waiting a long time to make this video. Mainly I've been waiting on the CMP to come through with my M1s. I wanted to show you guys what they're currently offering, not something from 2 years ago or whatever. You can go back and look at my other video if you would like to see in-depth video of the two I got from the CMP. They're both rack rates. So the M1s with the toe tags obviously are CMP guns, and the other two M1s are from Royal Tiger Imports. And basically I just wanted to do a quick video on comparing the two. Should you order from the CMP or should you order from Royal Tiger Imports? So obviously CMP is way cheaper. Like, it's a night and day difference. I mean, the two with the toe tags on them cost me $650, and this Winchester here was $1,800 from the Royal Tiger Imports, and this bottom one here is a Springfield 42. This one cost me $1,300, I believe. So the all the guns from RTI are reparked. They do have, let's just show you here. So I mean, you can see the pitting on the op rod. This one doesn't have that much pitting on it. This 42 Springfield, take a look at the receivers. Try and get some light. There we go. So this is not the stock they came with. You can see there's, you know, see if you can see the, yeah, you can see it there. That's the import mark. Both the RTI guns came with new stocks, and I went on eBay and I got USGI stocks. And again, this is the Winchester. Now what I did with this one is I got a trigger pack, correct trigger pack. Now this is not a Winchester trigger pack, but this is a milled Springfield. And I got this because I wanted a milled. I tried to restore this I tried to restore the Winchester a little bit. You see these are correct. Sorry, I didn't mean to shake the camera. These are correct Winchester lock bar sights. Now these are not USGI sights. These are reproductions, but they're fabulous, and I got them on GarandGear.com. I believe it was Garand Gear. Maybe it was Garand Ammo. I forget. One of them sell this. It's actually a really good sight. This here is all USGI. I just replaced the windage and elevation drum. Like I said, I just want to give it the appearance of being correct. And you see the finish there. Also replaced the front sight with a correct Winchester flared out front sight. And I replaced the gas valve screw with the correct single slot. This is a 1941 Winchester. Now if you are a collector of M1s, you will know that lock bar sights are probably not what a 1941 M1 Garand should be wearing. However, yeah, I'm not buying, you know, spending $100 on one pinion knob, you know, for the correct sights that they used for 5 years. I forget what those are called, but this is the look I wanted, so this is what I did with it. So, and then a leather sling. This does have a correct Winchester barrel on it. And I'm just explaining why I paid so much for this gun. It does not, when you go on their website, it doesn't say it'll come with correct barrels. All you're paying for is just the receiver. So I lucked out there. But let me show you something here once. So let's pull this thing apart. This might be a little bit of a long video. So if you're in a hurry, well, if you follow my channel, you should know you shouldn't be in a hurry when you watch my videos. So you can see all the pitting down there. I mean, that's not too bad. Actually not as bad as I remembered. I remembered it being a lot worse. I thought it was a lot worse. So that's actually not bad. You can see some pitting there. This is a lead dipped receiver. See some pitting on top of the receiver at the heel. See, there's some pretty big, pretty bad deep pits there. There is pitting inside of the barrel. Not bad, just ever so slightly. Now, I actually bought this specifically just for this video. This is like a $50 tool. It's a muzzle gauge if you don't know. So this $650 CMP rifles, one has a muzzle reading of 3, the other has a muzzle reading of +2. So let's see what this $1,800 Winchester from Royal Tiger Imports has. So let's see here once. Just put it in there. Can't push anymore. So it's a 2+. It's take it back out here once. So it 2+. I don't know if, I'm not quite sure how to read this, but you'll see the 2 goes up to the next line after the 2. I think that's 2.5. So let me see here once. Apologize, I'm not quite sure how to read these. So you got the 2 there. It's the next line up. So I think that's 2.5, because I think the next one's 3. So 2.5 or 2+. So it's about the same as the one CMP rifle. Now this Royal Tiger Imports Garand has no pitting on it whatsoever except on the op rod. But let's check the muzzle wear on this gun. Again, this was $1,300 from Royal Tiger Imports. Okay, so put that in. Can't go any further. So that's a 2. I mean, that's pretty much a 2. I can't go down any further, and it's not to the next line, so I would say that's a 2. So both the RTI guns are muzzle readings of 2. I don't have a throat gauge. I'm not buying a throat gauge. So let me put these two back together, and then I want to show you some things about the CMP guns that I don't really like. Okay, so one more thing about the RTI guns. So like I said, I replaced the trigger pack. This is the trigger pack that it came with. And as you can see, it's all pitted to hell. So that was another reason why I wanted to get rid of it. Just didn't like the way it looked. Super pitted for $1,800. I mean, holy fuck, that's a lot of money for an M1. So, okay, now the other thing that I will say is RTI uses this, they say, historically correct, restored M1 Garands. That's not what they are. That's a blatant lie. And it's fucking ignorant. Just plain and simple. Okay, anyways, you won't have that problem with the CMP. CMP tells you exactly what they are, and they don't hide stuff. But they do some things that I have gotten some things from them that I'm like, meh. You know, but they're also a lot cheaper. So the RTI guns, you got the pitting, you got the roll marks, the import marks, and the muzzle readings have been good on both of them. But they come with new stocks. If you like having the new stock look, by all means keep the new stock. I think they're stupid. Hold on. Anyways, okay, CMP guns. So, gotta think which one. I think it's this one, yeah. Okay, so the 44. This is a CMP gun. As you can see, there's frosting there. Not too bad. It's not too bad as far as the pitting goes, but there is pitting there. So this one came with a complete mismatched stock. This one also came with a cracked butt plate, or cracked butt stock. Sorry. And then I want to show you this too. And the muzzle readings on this one is a 2+. Sorry about that, my neighbor just fired up his mower. It is a 2+. Well, we kind of got a dragster for a mower, I guess. Okay. So the problem with this, not a problem, but you can definitely see this has severe pitting. Severe. I mean, this is bad. Under the stock. Look at the leg there, the receiver leg, and all up under there. It's worse than the RTI gun. And I think that's the only bad things about these is just the super pitting, the mismatched stock. But there is no import marks on these. You will not find import marks on CMP. Anything in the CMP does not come with import marks. Now, if you don't know, the reason that is because these guns, along with these RTI guns, so they were all Lend-Lease guns. So when the government, or whenever the countries offer the guns back for sale, back to the U.S., they have to offer, they want to sell them, they have to offer them back to the United States. The United States gets first rights, and when they come in through the CMP, because I guess the CMP is, you know, technically the government, they don't have to import mark them. So I hear a lot of times people say it's a shame the CMP did not get this. No, I'm sorry. Well, hold on, let me back up. So these CMP guns came from the Philippines. As you may or may not know, I said that backwards. The Real Tiger import guns came from Ethiopia, and the CMP guns came from the Philippines. So I hear a lot of people tell me, how come the CMP did not get the Ethiopian USGI surplus at least? Well, I think I have a very good answer for that. It may not be right, but this is my guess. So, alright, so where do we start here? So, we'll start with the RTI guns. So the Royal Tiger import guns, Uli said he's been working on this deal for 8 years. So we go back in time 8 years. Who was in office? Who was the President of the United States 8 years ago? And what kind of administration did we have? It was Democrats. It was Obama was in office. They didn't want any more guns coming back to the civilian market. So, Africa offered them, the Ethiopians offered them back to the U.S. government. The U.S. government then turned them down, so therefore they were free to sell them to whoever wanted them. Somehow Uli found out they were selling them. I have no idea how, you know, or maybe nobody wanted them because they were broke down. They weren't all broke down, they're not terrible or anything, but a lot of them were broke down piles of dog shit, let's just be honest. So Uli swept in there. You know, these motherfuckers in there probably buying them by the pound, like on Lord of War, you know. I'm just kidding. I don't know if that's how it went down or not. I'm not an arms dealer. But, yeah, he went in there and he got them however he got them, whatever price they did. And that's why the CMP did not get the Ethiopian guns, because at the time they were offered for sale, the government turned them down. Now, these guns from the Philippines, they started coming in, and the deal started going down with the Philippine guns when Trump was in office, and we had a Republican, like everything was Republican. So that's why the CMP got the Philippine guns, the guns from the Philippines. Again, that's speculation. I don't know if that's true or not, but I think that's a pretty good answer for why the CMP did not get the guns from Africa, the Ethiopian guns. So, should you buy, or if you're looking for an M1, should you buy from RTI or should you buy from the CMP? Well, I can't in good faith tell you to just go to RTI and buy one, unless you're stupid like me. But there's a couple things here. There's a couple reasons I bought these guns. Number one, I run a YouTube channel, so the RTI stuff does well. It always does. And number two, I like M1s. You know, I wanted to sample what RTI had, So I did, and I actually had 3 M1s from, or yeah, I bought a total of 3 M1s from RTI. One was an original gun. It was just basically in the white. I mean, it cleaned up okay, but there was hardly any finish on it. Just wasn't for me, so I sold it. So, yeah, I wanted to sample them, you know. And was it the smartest financial decision? No, but who cares, you know? I make good money, and I wanted to sample them. So, you know, I can already see people, you shouldn't have bought those, you should have just ordered more CMP guns. Well, I'm going to order more CMP guns. I just wanted to show, I mean, I love this Winchester. I would buy this again. I would not trade this for anything. This will be with me until I die. This is my absolute favorite M1, hands down. And I have quite a few. This isn't all the M1s I have. I bought that stock on eBay. It's a gorgeous stock. I just got lucky with it. 150 bucks for the whole thing. Oh, I didn't show you this. This was the other CMP gun. This one has pitting like the first one I showed you. The problem with this one, look at it. There's chunks missing out of the top there. And you say, well, that just needs a butt cleaning, or I'm sorry, butt plate screw. Well, it's stripped out, so it won't stay in. So I don't know what the hell I'm doing with this. Guess I'll just replace the stock. I may contact the CMP, see what they say, but I also don't like that it's 3 different fucking types of wood. I mean, everyone else that ordered rack grades from the CMP got decent wood, and they were all matching. I feel like I'm the only asshole that got, you know, mismatching wood, and that top one doesn't even have USGI wood. That's just a brand new stock of wood. Anyways, I can sit here and complain about it, but in all reality, they were $650. What do you want, you know? If you have any questions or comments, just leave it down below the video, and I will get back to you as quick as I can. Anyways, thanks for watching. Have a good day.